Look at me, listen to me right now. If you are retired, or if you are anywhere close to handing in those resignation papers and stepping into the best years of your life, you need to pay attention to where your money is sitting. Every single day, people ask me, Susie, is my credit union safe? Is my hard-earned life savings actually protected, or am I taking a hidden risk with money I cannot afford to lose? Today, we are looking directly at BluPeak Credit Union and answering a fundamental question. How big is BluPeak's asset size, and what does that number actually mean for your retirement security? Let's start with the hard numbers, because numbers do not lie. BluPeak Credit Union holds right around $1.1 to $1.2 billion in total assets. They serve over 50,000 to 60,000 members, primarily out of California. Now, when you hear $1.2 billion, your brain might say, wow, Susie, that sounds like a mountain of money. But I want you to stop and put that into perspective, because context is everything when it comes to your peace of mind. In the world of financial institutions, $1 billion puts BluPeak in what we call the mid-sized tier. They are not a megabank holding trillions of dollars, and they are not a tiny neighborhood credit union with 20 million in assets. They sit right in that middle zone. Why does this matter to you as a retiree? Because when you are in retirement, you do not have the luxury of making up for lost time. You do not have 30 working years ahead of you to recoup a bad decision or a financial collapse. Your money has to be safe, sound, and secure today, tomorrow, and 20 years from now. So, what is the real concern here? The fear that keeps people up at 2 o'clock in the morning is simple. What if my credit union isn't big enough to survive a financial storm? What if they go under? Let me set the record straight on how credit union size impacts you. A mid-sized credit union like BluPeak has distinct advantages, but it also means you have to be smarter about how you manage your deposits. First, the good news. Mid-sized credit unions often give you better interest rates on savings, better CD terms, and much lower fees than the big Wall Street megabanks. They are not beholden to distant shareholders looking to extract every dollar out of your account. They are member-owned. That means their focus is supposed to be on serving you, people first, then money, then things. Furthermore, credit unions like BluPeak are backed by the National Credit Union Administration, or NCUA. The NCUA is the credit union equivalent of the FDIC for banks. It is backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government. That means your individual deposits at an NCUA-insured credit union like BluPeak are insured up to $250,000 per member, per ownership category. So if you have $100,000 or $200,000 sitting in a savings account or a certificate at BluPeak, is it safe? Yes. As long as you stay within the federal insurance limits, you are covered regardless of whether the credit union has $1 billion or $100 billion in assets. But here is the danger zone. Here is where people make massive, catastrophic mistakes with their retirement money. Many retirees look at a local or regional credit union, feel comfortable with the friendly customer service, and decide to dump their entire nest egg into one place. They put $400,000 or $500,000 into checking, savings, and CDs at one institution under a simple single account. Listen to me, do not do that. If you have $400,000 in a single ownership account at any credit union, including BluPeak, $250,000 of that is insured, but $150,000 is sitting out in the cold, exposed to unnecessary risk. Why would you ever take a risk with money you worked 30 or 40 years to build? You wouldn't. So what is your actionable takeaway right now? Step number 1, audit your total deposits. Go pull your statements from BluPeak or wherever you hold your cash. Add up every dollar you have sitting in checking, savings, and certificates. Step number 2, check your legal ownership structure. Did you know that by properly structuring your accounts, using joint accounts with a spouse, or setting up payable on death beneficiary designations, you can actually expand your NCUA coverage well beyond the standard $250,000 limit at the same institution? That is how you protect yourself without having to move everything around. Step number 3, maintain financial diversity. Never keep all your financial eggs in one basket. Even if an institution has over $1 billion in assets, if a regional economic downturn occurs or if operational disruptions happen, you want access to cash in more than one place. Keep an operational account at a secondary institution so you are never locked out of your daily liquidity. Step number 4, evaluate health metrics, not just asset size. A credit union's total asset size tells you how big they are, but their net worth ratio and capitalization tell you how strong they are. BluPeak maintains a solid capital ratio above standard regulatory benchmarks, meaning they have a cushion for stability. At the end of the day, standing at roughly $1.2 billion in assets, BluPeak is a solid, established institution that provides the personal touch of a credit union with the backing of federal insurance. But safety does not happen by accident. Safety happens by design. You are the guardian of your own retirement. You must take control of your money, structure your accounts correctly, and ensure every single dollar is covered by federal protection. Stand tall, stay informed, and secure your financial future today.